Welcome 405th members, it's Ithaca here. Today is a different type of video than what you all are used to seeing. It's a different side of Ithaca, and it's because I'm a little bit upset. And you know, I am going to be professional about this. It's just I think people on the forum, not so much dying people out, if you want to call it that, but I think you should also let things be known when things go wrong, but using only facts, sheer facts, and that's the point of this video. And I also have PMs for backup. I'm not going to mention the person's name for his sake, okay, until this is settled. And if it doesn't get settled, well then I'll talk with Adam more about this, and then this video might get banned from the forum, and I hope it doesn't cause too much trouble with myself, but it's time someone speaks up for stuff like this. About 5.5 months ago, while I was still in Iraq, there was a person in a forum. I was new to this, and I was trying to get a head start on some things, so I made a deal, and I ended up trading some items for a suit, okay, with the exception of the helmet, okay. The helmet was not included, and everything else was supposed to have, I knew it was going to be a rough cast with the heavy sanding done, which means all the edging was supposed to be trimmed up for me at least. The minor sanding I knew how to do and everything else. Now, I waited 5.5 months. What I did trade for this was an Xbox 360 Elite Edition with controllers, an Xbox 360 Halo Edition with controllers, Xbox stand, and a 12-inch figure. It might have been actually 2 figures. I'll have to check again because I was planning on doing some stuff with that. But point being, and I also think Halo 3 was with it as well, I'm really upset because 5.5 months later I finally get the stuff in, and it is not to my standard, and I am still, even though I'm considered mod due to status, I'm still a noob to this. And I've seen some people work with molds that are years old and are highly damaged, but they still pull out high quality items from it. Okay, granted it's probably experience, but there's still no excuse for the stuff that I got in today. Show you some things. All right. First of all, the calves I got in are warped. Look at this. It's all warped all throughout here. Look how warped that is. You show me somebody who can wear this, okay? And I have no clue. I have no clue what's all over it. Whatever's all over it, the plastic is not cured. It's still, and I've ran into this incident before. What's going to happen is if I paint this, the paint's never going to dry. Never going to dry. The plastic is not cured. It's warped. It's got holes in it, okay? And it's paper thin. I mean, look how that bends. And that's a shin. Okay, that's one. The thighs. This thigh, the plastic's not cured. Here, it's still all tacky and sticky. It's a little thin, but probably one of the better pieces. Okay. This one, it's got a crack coming down right here, and look how thin this is. This is paper thin. You hear that creaking noise? This stuff will break when I go to put it on my leg. Alright? Here, go into this. This is probably one of the better ones. Probably the best piece of the whole set. And it's a gauntlet. Alright, not too bad. It's not warped or anything. It's real thin right here. But I gotta toss a bit of plastic in there and strengthen it out myself. But for one piece out of the whole armor, I'm not doing it. Alright? The second piece. Very thin through here. Very thin. You can see how thin this is through here. And look at this. This is supposed to be straight up and down. Look how warped that is. No one's going to get their hand in that. And that's straight from the top all the way down. Look at that. Okay? Can't be done. Can't be salvaged. The hand plates are all tacky and sticky and slimy. They are not going to cure. Not paintable. Okay? I've talked to people about this before. The shoulders are real thin. This is part of a shoulder here, and another part of the shoulder here. It's a 2-piece shoulder, which I guess really I can deal with, but it's real thin. I'm real thin, and that's not even trimmed up. So when I trim this up, that's like a complete bicep, and once I trim all that flash off, it's gonna be nothing. All right. Let's go into this. One of the boots tips. It's way distorted. You can see how distorted it is, how warped it is. All right, all this. Look how thin that is. So you can all see how thin that is. And this orange stuff, I think it's rebound 25, rebound 30, I don't know. But whatever it is, it's still all over this stuff. And I don't know. But both of them are the same exact way, all warped, very low def. It's like a shape of a boot. There's no definition at all. This is the back piece of the boot. Look at that. It looks like plastic somebody scraped up off their floor. I am in no way trying to knock anybody's work. People do some great work, but if you are gonna do business with somebody, you give your best business. You don't. I receive, people have given me free stuff that is so much better than what I can do, you know? But now we're talking 5.5 months ago. Y'all do the math of what the 360 Elite and 360 Halo Edition go for. You know, I'm not including the rest of this stuff and the shipping from Iraq. All right, plus the 5.5 months of waiting. This is the front piece of the boot. Once again, you see how thin that is. None of this is going to hold up. I am so, and now I'm cutting myself. I am so angry right now. All right, another warped shin. All right. I believe in giving people credit for what they do. The backpack got stuff all over it. It's warped all along that side. Is all warped in. The top piece, look how thin this top is. Now look at this. I'm trying not to do more damage to it because it's going back. It's all going back. And what I'm suggesting, actually not what I'm suggesting, what I'm demanding is that that person sends back my Xboxes in the condition I sent them in. I mean, this stuff is paper thin. It will not, look. Look how dirty this is. And they say that, you know, it's probably sitting in the garage for 5.5 months. The person does good work. I've seen the images. I've seen their suit. I've seen great work come from this person. And I'm really starting to think that I put the pressure on him too much, or not enough, I don't know. And then finally he said, you know what, F it. I'm going to send Dave all the scraps I got laying around. That's what I feel like he did. Like, I got pretty much all the scraps laying around. Look at this is the butt plate. Look how warped the butt plate is. I mean, I don't have a huge butt, but it's only got, look, see how the length of this side versus the length of this side? And how the curvature goes on one side and not the other? Alright, now the butt plate. The cod, low def cod, not that much of a big deal, but it's flat as can be. I could probably take a heat gun to it, but it's real thin. It's real thin, and I don't know. I'm really angry. This part I cannot complain about because he tossed us in with it, the deal for free, only because he's working on it. But so I'm not going to complain about this, the helmet. All right. It's warped and stuff like that. It's real heavy. But he was tossing this in for free. This wasn't actually part of the deal. So it's probably the only good thing that came out of this was he stuck to this portion of the deal. He just tossed it in there for me. He's like, hey, I'll give it to you because I'm getting a new one. All that good stuff. Anyway, I'm trying so hard. I'm trying, people. I'm trying very hard to be professional about this. I'm personally gonna call Adam right as soon as I'm done this video, and I'll let him know I'm posting it. So if y'all see it, then I already got Adam's consent. I apologize if I offend anybody, but I think people should stand up. And maybe there should be a thread made for stuff like this, with guidance of the moderators, okay? With guidance. Nothing but facts, nothing but video, images. Keep track of all your PM sent people. Learn from this, okay? Yeah, I learned from it. I knew from the beginning to keep track of this stuff. But there you go. This is the side of Ithaca that I'm still trying to be calm, cool, collective, professional, so I'm not at my worst yet. But please, feedback. Send me some feedback. Keep it professional. No, try not to blast this person. All right. I still think he's a good person. Don't get me wrong. It's bad business, and I don't think that this stuff should be sold. All right, or traded. Because actually it wasn't sold. It was traded. All right. Forfeit is not about selling, but we did do a trade of on a personal level. And I was not a mod at the time. I was just a member, 20 posts maybe. So I think the person thought they were going to take advantage of me, and it's not happening. All right, 405th Pacifica. I'm out.